Next up is rental yield. Now, rental yield is very important because it's going to be the cornerstone of any returns you're going to be generating from your potential property portfolio. Now, when it comes to rental yield, what we'd usually kind of suggest here is to look at a potential minimum value that you really want to be deriving from your kind of rental property. So you can set some sort of baseline of potential opportunities to maybe consider or not consider when you're choosing your areas, and also when you're choosing your particular property types. So we looked at on a previous video like a matrix for what sort of rules of thumb and guides maybe to consider for certain tenant types, and rental yields for certain opportunities that you might be looking at, whether that's in a single let space or specifically in the single let space, if it's a student tenant or if it's a professional tenant. I'd go one further and just really put a cap on the minimum that you're looking to achieve. For yourself, it might be 5% or 6% or even 8% rental yield, and that's absolutely fine. Whatever that value is, that will allow you then to really get stricter on your locations, because there'll be some areas where you just won't be able to get those sorts of yields, and you'll have outliers where the yields look fantastic, but you may not want to go to those areas because it might not have the rest of the fundamentals that you're maybe considering in terms of tenant types or potential for growth in those sorts of areas. So having a bit of a matrix or a bit of a guide in terms of what rental yield you want to achieve in your property is very important. For me personally, we set for our buy-to-lets around sort of 6% now as a minimum. We can see some very good locations that have 6% rental yields in those areas. Now, when you're first searching locations, you might see some locations where it's about 5.5, especially in more affluent or higher growth areas, and that's okay. You'll still find the odd outlier property in that area, but you might have to spend a bit more time to physically find that opportunity, or alternatively just set 6% as the baseline and don't look at areas that are maybe below that figure. Whatever that value is for you, that's what we'd use to kind of set a minimum criteria. And then personally for us, when we're viewing buy-to-let properties, if it's a mainstream student tenant or professional tenant, we really want to be focusing on the yield and also the location. And we tend to find at the moment that sort of spreads anywhere from sort of 6 to maybe 8-9% rental yields. And that's usually the sweet spot for our own personal portfolio when it comes to kind of locations, rental yields, and the tenant types that are going to fit for that. I hope that helps.